Everyone at some point in their life has been bullied, no matter if it was when we were younger and we were bullied on the playground or in school, or even nowadays if we're on a job or even in college. But nowadays, bullying has gotten to the extreme, and by that I mean cyberbullying. With the advancements in technology, cyberbullying has become a greater issue that this world has had to face. Cyberbullying is legally defined as repeated harassment online, although in popular use it can describe even a sharp elbowed, unnecessary swipe. That was stated by Hoffman. If cyberbullying gets bad enough, it can involve law enforcement, the school of the victim being bullied, and also the parents of the victim. It can also cause psychological effects on some victims that can be very extreme. When a victim is being overwhelmed due to cyberbullying, they will go to a teacher, a friend, a parent, or someone that they trust to tell them what's going on and how it needs to be stopped. Typically, the school is contacted, and therefore the school tries to find who the culprit is before it gets too out of hand and law enforcement has to be involved. But there's some stipulations to that because there's a lot of things that the school has to deal with, like freedom of expression, freedom of speech, have to worry about civil rights, also discrimination. There's a lot of things they have to deal with before the law can actually be involved. But quite a bit can happen if law enforcement gets involved. Cops have been involved in extreme cases of cyberbullying due to the fact some victims of cyberbullying are having thoughts of suicide, threatening to harm someone, or receive a tip that a serious crime is going to be committed. In a survey done by 979 officers, 336 being school officers and the rest being traditional officers, 94% agreed that cyberbullying is a large crisis and it keeps growing and needs to be stopped. That was stated by Patchen. Also, there's a lot of psychological effects that come into play with cyberbullying. Cyberbullies can hide behind the internet. By that I mean they can bully anonymously. They can use fake accounts, find ways to where the person that they're bullying cannot figure out who it is. With extreme incidents of cyberbullying, people have fallen into deep depression and have tried to find ways to get out of it. A lot of ways consist of taking pills and other drugs, also the use of alcohol, cutting oneself, and even suicide. That was stated by Claiborne. If bullying gets too out of hand, it can involve law enforcement, school of the victim being bullied, and also the victim's parents. Psychological effects of some victims can be extreme, and also how long it can take for someone to recover from cyberbullying. It's just another form of evil in our world that needs to be stopped before it gets too out of hand.